Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, bright and sunny out here. You can't tell because I'm in the studio, but I got a nice clear window out there, and it's coffee break time. Thank you, everybody, so much. I've been having so much fun commenting and interacting with everybody and giving coffee cups away. um, this morning, I wanted to talk about hair and hair growth and one of the most important conditioners, and that's water. I know we talked about water a couple days ago, and we just kind of got started and kind of skimmed the surface on it because we just took a couple minutes to talk about that. Water, like I said, is there's no FDA requirement for it, and it is vital. I mean, what is it? 80% of our body is water, and that's a lot of water weight. And then if you're living in a desert, which we sometimes live in the desert, we're in Vegas all the time or in California all the time, it's a different humidity. Houston is completely different humidity. Florida is different humidity. New York is different humidity depending on what time of the year it is. So you have to be appropriate and drink enough water at the right time. So I wanted to say that because the thing about building hair is, a lot of people think, well, if I take this one thing, it's going to make the difference. Or if I take that biotin, or if I take that whatever. Sure, if that's what you're deficient in, I think 20% of the population is deficient in something at all times. So if you happen stance upon that, is that proper English? I don't know. But anyway, if you start taking biotin and 20% of the population is backed up with that nutrient being deficient, well, then of course it's going to work for you. Yet you might be deficient in something else. So I know I've been watching something very carefully for very many years in the salon. And again, I have to disclaim, I'm no doctor. This is not medical advice or anything else. You got to go check with your doctor. If you think this theory is true, you want to make sure you do all the right things. I've been seeing a lot of diabetics, pre-diabetics, that I knew were I found out they're diabetic afterwards because they got diagnosed, so I could have called them pre-diabetic, but I didn't know to do that. I see a lot of this happening, and for me, it's like it just stands to reason. Obviously, something's not working right. There's not a full array of nutrition and nutrients that your hair needs on a daily basis. So it's very important to make sure you have the full spectrum. So that's why Cheryl and I are so concerned with filling in that gap by providing those nutrients with our products onto the hair and onto the scalp. But come on, let's face it, you've got to do the right things in your initial building block supply. And that means what's in your pie hole, what's going in your pie hole, what are you drinking, what are you eating, are you eating rotten foods, or are you not sure, or you're trusting mainstream to give you all the nutrients you need. We've got to find out what the deficiency is, and we love helping people do that. Excuse me. So anyway, water is just one of those vital things, is one of those most important things. And again, I've already had like half a day supply of water already before my coffee today. And as I explained yesterday, that's just so important for everyone. So anyway, if you want a little more information on that, there's a great book called Your Body's Many Cries for Water. Again, your body, B-O-D-Y apostrophe S, Your Body's Many Cries for Water. Read that like 20-something years ago. Awesome stuff, still true. So anyway, refer to that if you'd like. If you want to talk to me about it, of course, you chat me, private message me or whatever. You know how to get in touch. So anyway, definitely wanted to talk about that. And then also, Lisa, I know you ask how often, like, what do you do on you use the 4-part package? And I just want to acknowledge that this is day 3 hair. And I did what I told you in the message, which is just take the grow out spray and put it at the scalp, which is that concentrated nutrition part. And it's ever so slightly wet. So all I do is just hit it with a blow dryer again, and it's like fresh hair again. So I don't have to go through the rigors of shampooing, conditioning, and all that other noise every day. So you can get, those of you with naturally curly hair like mine and Lisa, if you want to keep it smoothed out and don't want to shampoo every day, Then you put that right down to the scalp. Make sure you, rub it in. Everybody, by the way, that's good because massage is always very good for the hair, always good for the circulation and better hair growth. So anyway, that's all I did. Double checking. Yeah, that's camera ready. Okay, everybody like it? Yeah. Okay. And then also, Cheryl's got a new show coming up, and I think today's episode is just amazing. She's starting out with such a bang. Please subscribe to her. Subscribe to us. I'm putting links in the feed today because it seems that I'll just make it easier for you. We're trying to grow. No, we're not trying. We're growing our followership, and we need your help. So if you like what you're seeing, we're going to continue doing this. If we don't get enough response, we're going to kill it because we got better things to do, right? I'll still have my coffee break, but I don't have to talk. And but those of you who know me, I love to talk, so it's all good, right? So I'm going to give you the YouTube channels, both Belegenza and Ask Alan, and eventually we're going to get Cheryl set up. But today she's going to be doing a live thing that's just, she's been talking to me about this. She goes, everybody's frustration with network marketing or even getting their own business started is everybody says, oh, it's easy if you do this company, blah, blah, blah. She's going to go through that, and she's going to show you how it's not easy. But she's also going to show you how you can get it done and how you can do it easily. And that's part of our program called the 90 Days of Accomplishment and Discovery, is that we are showing people how you can integrate things into your life very simply and easily. The first thing we've got to do is we've got to get things out of your way. So we're masters at helping you get things out of the way so that you can get on to do what you really want to do. And a lot of people, we're all kind of trapped in a certain way because we're told that that's the thing, if you want to be this, you have to have that degree, and you have to have that education, and you have to have that car, and you have to have that. Come on. They've got an agenda. I remember the guidance counselor. I'm going to tell something that I'd never told publicly. I tried to drop out of high school. I don't even think my mom knows. I tried. I went to the counselor a couple times, and I was like, I'm leaving. And I was done with that stuff because I was not learning what I wanted to learn. I knew where I was going to go. I knew what I wanted to do. I had a vision, and they weren't teaching me what I needed to know. And the guidance counselor said, you need that piece of paper. You need that diploma. You just have to stay. We're not letting you go. And I was like, okay, but he had an agenda, and he was wonderful. He just didn't have a full array of tools for what was possible. And, I left my hometown, and that's what I did is I went out, and I've been discovering for years and decades, trying to find and finding those other possibilities that aren't necessarily offered in certain paradigms. So anyway, all that to say, it's been frustrating. And what I've come to is that frustration is part of the game. When you can include frustration as part of the game, it gets a lot easier. See, most things don't work out. Most things just don't work. I mean, come on, anybody drive a car? Eventually it just doesn't work. It's the nature of things, and yet being upset about it is really kind of useless. It's all about getting the best car you can afford, making sure it's in proper working condition, and then when it breaks down, get over it and get it fixed and get on, because that's the way things don't work. So when it comes to opening a business, when it comes to starting a new project, when it comes to chasing your dreams, it's just not going to work. So what you have to do is find and seek out people who can show you how to make it work. And that's what we've been showing people, how we have so many things going on at one time. Because while one thing is in the repair shop or being fixed or being dealt with or people aren't responding, we're over here doing this thing. And it's all to fit into the big plan that we have. So Cheryl's going to be talking about some things today that are, she's been telling me what she's going to talk about. And I'm like, we should be recording this already. This is awesome. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so Cheryl Honc, I'll put that, I'll link it in as well, so you can just click on that. She'll be live soon. And so anyway, very, very excited about everything that's going on. I know it's Saturday. A lot of people are like, I'm off today. Well, so am I. I just keep doing the things that build the life I want and keep going for the dreams and the discoveries. So, yesterday I want to acknowledge something. When I was wearing my fat shirt, I was wearing it just so you know, I wasn't trying to fool you that I was skinnier than I was yesterday. I'm just saying I was wearing the fat shirt. And back in the day, I used to wear the fat shirt and it looked like the skinny shirt, sort of. It was tighter. So today I'm wearing one of my regular skinny shirts. And it's, I like it because it's getting a little big on me. So, I just wanted to acknowledge that. So, you know, I referred back, if you don't remember, I referred back to the 90s when I was very heavy. A lot of people didn't notice, and many people did, because then when I lost a ton of weight, people thought I was really sick. So anyway, it was not true. I just lost a lot of weight because that's what I had to do back then. Now it's just easy peasy. You know, as you know, I've got another friend that she's got the fat dripping off her, and I want to acknowledge her story because, you know, again, another person of the age group where you're supposed to be getting fatter, and all she's doing is drinking a cup of coffee and feeling great. Her mood is great. She's sleeping better. And the funnier thing is, she says, I'm just not interested in food. And that's always a great thing. I do eat, but I'm just not interested. I've got other things to do. So I think that's fascinating. So I just want to thank you. You know who you are. I'm not going to mention you out unless you're commenting. Then you can tell on yourself, like some of you do when I'm speaking about you. You know who you are. Thanks so much for all the feedback. And so anyway, that's pretty much it for the day. You know, there's a lot to do. I'm very excited about the future. I'm very excited about what's going on with all of the people that we're interacting with. I love hearing from you guys. Yeah, today, okay, yeah. Okay, I know a lot of you tried. So today I got another free cup going out to the first person who private messages me. Don't put it in the feed because we don't want your address publicized. Come on. So I'll delete that if I see it. But put it in a private message or text me right away or email me if you don't have that information. Okay, please remember, subscribe to us on YouTube. We're going to be developing that channel so that everything is available again, so that these are all going to be in order day by day, so they all build upon each other. I've got so many categories and secrets to share that we've been wanting to share with you forever, about hair growth, about split ends, about conditioning, about backstage kind of gossipy stuff that we've heard and learned and watched. And so we just want to give all that away. And really, you know, I think what's really turning me on about all of this is that I didn't realize how many people kind of have like this silent wish to do something more in their lives. And to me, I look at Facebook and I think everybody's got a great life, and then people tell me on the side, well, you know, I always put the pictures of the good stuff. Don't talk about the bad stuff so much. And then there are some who that's all they talk about is the bad stuff, which is not good in one regard. You know, we're really excited because we're helping people with our program, the 90-day thing, to get clear on what they do all day, and where we could find little nooks and crannies to just insert a little bit and make just a slight adjustment in the trajectory so that the life starts building in the direction you want, with all the love, with all the satisfaction. You know, there are a lot of gurus out there. We all know who they are, the Tony Robbins, Marshall Silver, everyone. They have big, huge plans for everybody, and they are proof that you can do it huge and big. And yet sometimes just getting started just seems so overwhelming, or that's for the people in the big cities, or that's the people in the who've got that thing, whatever that is. Fortunately, I had that thing called, I was frustrated as all get out as a kid because I didn't know who to turn to. And now that I know who to turn to, I can point people into those directions. I don't have all the answers. I just have the right people around me all the time. So anyway, I could talk for a long, long time. As you know, I'll see you on the feed. I'm going to learn. I think I learned that there's some kind of way I can interact with you guys while I'm talking. But then again, I can talk and do hair at the same time. I'm not so good about talking and typing at the same time. So I'll respond to you on that feed. And thank you again, everybody, for listening, for tuning in each day. And I'll see you tomorrow, too, because I don't know if I'm going to do it from the water ski lake or if I'm going to do it before we go. But tomorrow is all about having fun in the sun, and it looks like we got some sun today, so I hope it's not too cold, but that's okay. We've got heater shirts, we've got wetsuits, we've got dry suits, we've got all kinds of great stuff. So I'll see you tomorrow for coffee, and in the meantime, have a great weekend, And thanks again. Remember, go to YouTube now and click subscribe on everything. All right, thanks. Bye.